Well, God bless you, people of God, and thank you once again for being a part of this broadcast. If today is your first time, my name is Pastor Eva. I love you so much. Thank you. Please do me a favor right now by subscribing. Please subscribe. Your life will never be the same. The man of God talks about water being sold for gold. It is so important to hear this, and it's in connection with what is happening in Ghana. So I've gathered all this information I'm going to show to you, and your life will never be the same. Let's quickly go into the video. Please subscribe to the channel.
Saw something very extraordinary. It looked like the whole globe of the earth was put in one place. And I could come, reach it, but I would reach it from a certain distance, yet it was so huge, but not the way it is. It's like you can carry it with a few aids and put it in a room. And then I looked and I saw one angel, one leg in South Africa, like, the southern part of Africa, and another leg, like reaching Texas. And he was standing there. And I looked up and I began to see his hands. And to the right hand, he had a scale, like a silver scale. Silver scale. And on the right hand, he would pick up objects and then put it in the scales. But I only got to see the objects when they were now in the scales. And to his left, he had gold. To his right, he had water. And the Lord said, look closely to what you see. And I looked and he said, what do you see? And at first it was very difficult because I just mentioned, I'm seeing water dripping from this side and I'm seeing gold on this side. Water is spilling, but the gold is just intact there. He said, but what do you see? I looked again and I realized that the water was tipping the gold. So it weighed more than the gold. And from there he said, I want to show you something from what you have seen. I began to see as if there were reels being changed. From what I saw, this page is removed and another page is removed. Like I would do when I'm writing on my page, you see as it scrolls like this. You can tell, right? So it's like another page would be removed in the spirit, another one would come in. And I said, what is this? And I began to see water being sold for gold.
Did you actually hear what he said? He said, then he began to see water being sold for gold. Now, particularly in my country, Ghana, that is what is exactly happening. Water being sold for gold. It's like people are more interested in the gold than water. So what the man of God said is so real. It's so powerful. It's like water being sold for gold. So I'm going to show you a video right now of how they are doing gold in Ghana. How they are doing all this gold thing in Ghana. Then I will continue with what the man of God, esteemed Prophet Obed Angel, have to say. So take a look at this one. So, currently, this is the state of our water bodies. And people are doing this just to get gold. And they don't care that they are selling the water for gold. Water being sold for gold. Exactly as the man of God said. Exactly as the man of God said. We should be very careful. Africa and, particularly my countrymen, Ghanaians. We should be very, very careful.
It was as though it was auctions for water. And God said, I'm about to give you 4 wars that are not military, but they will be started by this. So it is not about military engagements that I'm here for. It will be a war for water. But this is just one. I'm going to give you 4. All right? So 1 today, then you have 3. So I started with the least one, but which is the most important. Yes, and he literally said, this will be a new gold rush. Water will be a new gold rush. So he said, as much as my people are busy looking for objects that look like they are precious, but have no real value when it comes to life. There is one thing that nations will fight for. And it'll be water. Then he says, I want to show you that there were people that have already understood it. And some have gone, and some new ones are already starting. And some have already grabbed hold of that same resource. Says many will begin to move for water rights. And they'll be more popular, more powerful than what you think Bitcoin is right now. And I understand, that's why I said to you, some of the things I'm saying here are not really probable. So there were going to be water wars. It's not like they're going to throw bombs and stuff like that. It'll be very controlled. Yes, people die, but it'll be very controlled. Where water, the very thing you see every day, the very thing you play with every day, the very thing you fill your tubs and spend an hour in there bathing, that same liquid will become very, very difficult. And this war is starting this year. And as we keep on moving, 2026, 2027, it becomes very, 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 very open. So when the angel was standing there, I could literally see that he just took a little bit of water and put there, and gold begins to. But you see, I never expected it to be like that. I was just seeing water spilling, gold there, that's it. And God said, look deeper. What do you see? I said, oh, this water seems to be heavier than gold. What type of water gets into this and tips gold? Says there are going to be things that people will not understand. And then he flipped the page in the realm of the spirit, and I began to see water, auctions for water, and fights for water rights. Water rights. And it says, look close and see what my people have done, because in their quest for money, for silver, for gold, for filthy lucre, they have forgotten the resource I gave them, which is a need for everyone. This is not for luxury. This is a need. What do you do with gold? Do you eat it? If gold stops being something that people demand, nobody's going to die because gold is not in use. But if water is removed, how many days will it take for the earth to die if we don't have water? 3 days. So it is not about military engagements that I'm here for. It will be a war for water. But this is just one. I'm going to give you 4. And this war is starting this year.
It's very sad. It's very sad, with what the man of God, esteemed Prophet Obed-Angel said, and some of the things that are, already started happening in some countries in Africa, particularly in Ghana. Okay, people put much, attention on getting money than the gift God gave us, water, the life God gave us. And it's it looks like it doesn't concern any leader in the country. Sometimes you see as if they are fighting this Galamsey thing, yet to no avail. At the end of the day, it will be discovered that most of the leaders are even behind the ongoing Galamsey project. I want to talk to some people and most of my Ghanaian brothers and sisters that the fact that we want money doesn't mean we should destroy our future lives. Like the man of God said, and he said this thing is beginning this year. Okay? It's beginning this year. Some Ghanaians, the youth particularly, protested last year. it's like nobody has heard their voice. Okay? It's like nobody has heard their voice, or nobody has heard our voice. Yet, most of the youth are also part of this galamsey or water body destroying thing. They are all part. And so the elderly people that are about to die, that they don't care what the future generation will eat or drink, that want to, get money and destroy lives or destroy water, and they have bought the youth to be working with them. I think we the youth should unite and stop these things. Nevertheless, I'm calling on all men of God, or pastors, or young ones, people of God, to engage in prayer. Yes, as the prophet has spoken, people will love gold more than water. How can you live without water? We can live without gold. Yeah. I mean, it's not my fault to put gold on your neck, or put gold on your finger, or put gold on. I don't put anything on my hand. I don't put anything on my neck. So if gold doesn't exist, I don't care. Okay? If gold for watches doesn't exist, gold for rings, gold for necklace, gold for bangles, gold for whatever doesn't exist, me, I don't care. But if water doesn't exist, what are we going to do? Well, a word to a wise is enough. Thank you very much. God bless you for being a part of this broadcast. If today is your first time, my name is Pastor River. Please do me a favor by subscribing. Help this channel to grow. Your life will never be the same. I'm going to see you in the next video.